Good evening, students. So today again we will be continuing with some more examples on determinants. Okay. So in the last class we had discussed one question on matrix method. So we will be continuing with one more question on matrix method. Hope the screen is visible and you are able to hear me clearly. Just if yes, just type yes in the chat box. One of you just type yes in the chat box. Yes. Are you able to see the screen? Just type yes. One of you, one of the participant can type yes. Jairam, Netravati, Varsha. One of you, yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. So we will continue with the example. So 9 marks. Okay, 9 marks are occurring here. One 5-mark question is occurring from determinants, that is based on matrix method, and another 4-mark question is also occurring from determinants. So altogether 9 marks. Okay. Yes, this question. Okay, we will discuss it at the end of the class. Just remind me, Nikita, once you after the end of today's class, we will discuss that whatever doubt you all have. So, pay attention. Next question. So second question on matrix method. Along with me, I'll try to solve it, and you all try to solve one example for homework. One book and pencil you keep it with you. One book pencil ಇಟ್ಕೋರಿ. ನನ್ನ ಜೊತೆ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಅಥವಾ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. Please off your audio. Those students just mute yourself or else it will disturb the class. Audio mute ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. Audio of the video, off the audio from your side. Yes, mute yourself. Okay. Yes. Yes. So we'll be continuing with this example. Pay attention. So yes, in the last class also we had discussed the method. Once again we will discuss the method. The procedure is same here. We need to solve the example using a matrix method. Okay, using a matrix method. Okay, so 3 simple steps we discussed that day. That is first one, writing the matrix in the form A, B and X. Okay, so this is the first step. You need to convert the given matrix in the form of A, B and what? A, B and X. Okay, and then Varsha, please off your video and audio. Okay, so A, B, X, this is the first step. Next, second step is we need, using matrix method, we need to write the given the 3 matrices in the form of AX. A into X is equal to B, or X is equal to A inverse B. And then the third step, using this formula, we need to substitute and find out the values of X, Y and Z. Okay. So third step, what we need to do is we need to find out the value of X, Y and Z. Okay. So matrix method is used to find the solution of these 3 equations. Equation 1, 2 and 3. Okay. So using matrix method, we are finding the solution of these equations. Okay. So we will discuss the solution along with me. Try to solve. Try to solve it. Yes. So see, pay attention now. First step. So first we have to write the 3 matrices. In the solution, we need to split the given system into 3 matrices. That is matrix A, So matrix A we discussed, it consists of only the coefficients of x, y, and z. Now see in the first and second equation, x coefficient it is 2, 1, okay. And see in the third equation there is no x coefficient. So when there is no x term or y term or z term, you need to consider it as 0, okay. Similarly, see in the first equation the y coefficient is 1, second equation the y coefficient is 2, and the third equation the y coefficient is 3. Similarly, the third column it will consist of 1, -1, and a -5, okay. So this is the matrix A. Next, we need to form the matrix B. So matrix B, it consists of only the constants, that is 1, 3 by 2, and 9. Okay, matrix B. And then matrix X. Okay, matrix X, it is consisting of all the unknown terms there, X, Y, and what? Z. Okay, X, Y, and Z. Three unknowns are there. Okay, so again, by matrix method now. Okay, by a matrix method we need to write A into X. Okay, the product of A into X will be equal to B, or X namge to get the value of X we need to use the formula X is equal to A inverse B. Okay, where A inverse is equal to, okay, so first step we need to calculate A inverse, and A inverse is given by 1 upon determinant of A into adjoint of A. Okay, so this is the formula to calculate the inverse of the given matrix. Okay, so this is up to here. If you do, you get 1 mark. Okay, 1 mark is allotted if you write it till here. Okay, just for splitting and writing the formula, you will get 1 mark. Next, after this, we need to find out A inverse. So to find out A inverse, you know the procedure. First, we need to find out the cofactors, and after finding the cofactors, we need to find out the adjoint of the given matrix. Okay, so cofactors. So I will do it directly today. So A11 will be the cofactor of the first element. Next, A12, A13. Okay, so how to do the find out the cofactors? Just you have to delete the row containing the first element and the column containing the first element. So when you delete, when you delete this and this row, okay, the first row and the first column, you will be left with these elements. -2 into -5, it will be +10. Okay, and 3 into minus of -1, it will be +3. So 10 plus 3, it will be equal to 13. Okay, so the first cofactor of the first element will be equal to 13. Okay, one of you has on the speaker, just off it. Who is it? Just off the speaker. Pragati. Okay. Yes. So see, pay attention now. Next, don't disturb the class. Okay. So first element, first cofactor will be equal to 13. Similarly, again, see, delete the row containing 1, second column and the first row. So 1 into -5, it will be -5, and 0 into -1, it will be -0. So -5 will be the cofactor. But we discussed when the sum of the digits is odd, that is 1 plus 2 is odd, minus of -5, it will be equal to +5. It will be equal to +5. Similarly, A13, it will be equal to 3. And see, 1 plus 3 is 4, so no need of changing the sign. Okay, it is 4, so it no need of changing the sign. Similarly, find the remaining cofactors A21, next A22, and then A23. Okay, so just see, based on these numbers, see 2 and 3. So suppose if it is A23, A23 or A21 we are finding. So here what we have to do? We have to delete the second row R2 and the first column. Okay, so if you delete the second row and the first column, if you delete it, 2 minus 5 and 0 1 will remain. So using that, find the determinant value and the cofactor. So it will be equal to 8. Okay, it will be equal to 8. And see, 2 plus 1 is odd. Actually, the answer what we get is -8. Okay, we get it as -8. But since 2 plus 1 is a even number. 2 plus 1 is even number. We need to change the sign. So minus into minus n agtati plus agtati. Okay, so already negative sign other, but because of the sum is odd number, okay, it will get converted into plus 8. Similarly, for 8 you to delete the second row, second column, and then you will be left with 2 into minus 5 and 0 into 1. So the answer will be equal to minus 10. It will be equal to minus 10. Similarly, on simplifying a 23, you will get minus 6. Next, same way, try to calculate a31, a32, and a33. So you have to be careful while solving this. So if this you have done it properly, without any sign mistake, sure shot you will be scoring 5 mark in this question. Okay, so be careful, don't do sign mistake. So see, 3 plus 1 is 4. So here there is no sign change. Just we have to write the determinant value. It will be equal to 1. 3 plus 2, see 3 plus 2, 3 plus 2 is odd. So after finding the determinant, we need to multiply with negative sign. Okay, so the answer is minus 3, and minus into minus it will be plus 3. So the determinant value will be plus 3. Next, a33 it will be equal to minus 5. Okay, so we have found out the cofactors. After finding the cofactors, we need to write the adjoint of A. So adjoint of A will be equal to, just we need to arrange these terms. Okay, so the first term is 13, cofactor is 13, first element cofactor is 13, then 5 and 3. Then similarly 8 minus 10 and minus 6. Next 1, 3 and minus 5. Okay. So we need to take the transpose of this. Transpose is you need to convert the rows into columns. Convert the rows into columns. So it will be 13, 5 and 3. Next 8, minus 10 and minus 6. And then 3, 1. Sorry. Okay. So 8, minus 10 and minus 6. And then it will be 1, 3 and minus 5. Okay, 1, 3 and minus 5. Okay, so this is how you can simplify it. So on taking the transpose, we get the matrix in the form of, okay, so we get the matrix in the form of, okay, so this is the answer. Just try to solve along with me, so you will understand the method. So once we find out the adjoint, next we need to calculate the determinant of A now. Okay, so up till here I think the example is clear to you. Okay, and next step, now we need to calculate the adjoint. Okay, okay, so see next step. All have completed till adjoint. Okay, next we will be finding out the determinant now. To find out the determinant, okay, okay, next step what we need to do is we need to write down, find out the determinant of A. So determinant of A will be equal to, okay, it will be equal to, you all know the method to calculate determinant of A. So it will be 2 into, the first element is 2, 2 into 10 plus 3, and then minus of minus it will plus, it will be minus 1, 5 minus 3. Okay, and then the last element product will be 0. Okay, so on simplifying this, we will get the answer as what, 34, which is not equal to 0. Okay, so determinant of A is 34. So we can calculate the A inverse. A inverse is equal to 1 upon determinant of A into adjoint of A. Okay, so 1 upon 34 we get into, already we have got the adjoint of matrix, that is A 13, 8 and 1. Okay, 13, 8 and 1. 13, 8 and 1. Next 5 minus 10 and 3, and then the last column elements are 3 minus 6, 3 minus 6 and minus 5. Okay, 3 minus 6 and minus 5. Okay, so these are A inverse value. Next, the last step what we need to do is using the formula. The formula, what is the formula we have discussed by matrix method? We have obtained x is equal to uh, A inverse into B. So substitute in this formula. So A inverse is nothing but 1 upon determinant of A, that is 34 into, okay, into 13, 8, 1. Okay, 13, 8, 1. and next 5, minus 10 and 3, and then it is 3 minus 6 and minus 5. So we need to multiply this with matrix B. So matrix B we have found out it is 1 3 by 2, okay, 1 3 by 2 and 9, okay. So on simplifying this further, so first you have to multiply 1 by 34, you keep as it is, multiply this, okay. So when you multiply the first row with the first column, okay, so see 13 into 1 it will be 13, and 8 into 3 by 2, it will be 12, okay, and 9 into 1 it is 9. So when you add all these terms, you will get the answer as what, 34, okay. Next similarly 5 into 1 is 5, minus 10 into 3 by 2, it will be minus 15, minus 15 plus 27. On simplifying, you get 17, and then 3 into 1 minus 6 into 3 by 2 and minus 5 into 9, and by taking the sum you get the answer as minus 51, okay. So next divide each term and find out the value of x, y, z, okay. So the matrix x is x, y, z. So on simplifying, see x, y and z, we will get the final answer as, okay, 34 upon 34 it is 1, 17 upon 34 it will be 1 by 2, and minus 13 upon 34 it will be equal to minus 3 by 2, okay. So these are the values we are getting. So we can write at the end, x will be equal to 1, equate the matrices, y will be equal to 1 by 2, and z will be equal to minus 3 by 2. It will be equal to minus 3 by 2, okay. So we have completed with this, and it is a 5-mark example. So in the last class we had discussed one example. Now this is the second example on matrix method, okay. So another two examples we are discussing, but just I am discussing you the method, how to obtain these equations, because one verbal example we are discussing, and then remaining whatever the example is there, you all do it for homework, okay. So four examples we will be discussing. Two we have already discussed, other two we will be discussing based on the matrix method, okay. So once again, see, the first step what we need to do here is, first step we need to find out the matrix A, B and C. Next, second step, we need to write x is equal to what, A inverse B. And then the third step what we need to do is, so say 1 mark will be given for these two steps for writing this. Then we have to find the A inverse, okay. So to find A inverse, two terms we need to find here. One is we need to find the cofactors, and after finding the cofactors we need to find the adjoint, and using adjoint and cofactor we need to find the inverse, okay. So this is a very important step, and this step will fetch you 2 marks, okay. One step is for finding the adjoint, and one step is for finding the determinant. Next, the fourth step, so 1 mark you will be getting here, 2 marks you will be getting here, and last, to get the remaining 2 marks you need to make the substitutions in the formula, simplify, mm, and write down the value of what, x, y and z. So if you get the correct values, you will get other 2 marks, okay. So this is how you will get these 5 marks. So one more example we will be discussing. I hope ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೆ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. Those who are attending live, you are able to follow. Hmm? Yes, you have understood this example. One of you just can type yes if you have understood. We will move to the next question. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay, Nikita. Yes. So we will be discussing the next question. So whatever the questions we are discussing have already appeared in the exams. The same type of questions I have taken. Hmm. And as soon as the exercise will over, again I will be discussing the important exercise from where you need to prepare for the upcoming exam. So we have done with this sum. Next. So this example is completed. Next we will be discussing example number 3. on matrix method. Third example. Okay, a very important example. This question has been asked in supplementary, one of the supplementary. The same question that is solved by matrix method. But see here, what is given. If you observe the question, all the variables are present in the denominator here. X, Y, Z. It is all these variables. Okay, 2 upon X, 3 upon Y, 10 upon Z, 4 upon X, 6 upon Y, and 5 upon Z. So all these variables are present in the denominator. Okay. So when the variables are present in the denominator, what we need to do? Okay, what we need to do. So here one extra step we need to do. Rest of the procedure is same. Okay, I'm giving you this example for homework, but how to simplify the first step. Okay, the first step is very important here, so that we will be discussing. Okay, so solve using matrix method. So three terms are given to us. Okay, three terms are given to us. So very important example. Very important example. Using matrix method we need to simplify it. Okay, so see here, first step in the solution ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ, okay, so x, y, z, we need to substitute here. We are solving this example by substitution method. Okay, so we need to substitute. Okay, what we need to substitute is 1 by x, whatever a 1 by x is there, you can replace it as p. Okay, then 1 by y, we can replace it as q. Okay, 1 by y you need to replace it as q, and 1 upon z we need to replace it as r. Okay, so 1 by x, 1 by y, and 1 by z. So these three substitutions we need to make, and after that these equations will get converted in the form of, see, it will get converted into the form of 2p plus 3q, and then 10 z is equal, sorry, 10 r is equal to. So you have to replace 1 by z, you need to replace it by r. Okay, you need to replace it by r. Okay, and 10z will be equal to r. 10z will be equal to r, and this will be equal to what? 4. Then similarly, 4p minus, okay, 4p minus 6q plus what? 5r is equal to 1, and then we have 6p plus 9q plus 20r is equal to 2. Okay, so these are the new equations what we have obtained by substituting 1 by x is equal to p, 1 by y is equal to q, and 1 by z is equal to r. And again the procedure is same now. Okay, so only the first step is different here. So using the same procedure of matrix method, okay, same procedure of matrix method, we need to simplify. And first, on simplifying, you will get the value of p, q, and r. Okay, we will be getting the value of p, q, and r because the matrix x, what we will be considering, it will be p, q, and r. Okay, so first we have to obtain p, q, and r, and then finally what you have to do is you have to replace this. So p is equal to what? 1 by x. Okay, so just x will be equal to what? X will be equal to 1 by p. That is, you need to take the reciprocal to calculate x. Similarly, y will be equal to 1 by q, and then z will be equal to 1 by r. So this is the final step you have to do. Okay, so here only I have explained you the main step, that is the substitution step. So using the substitution step, the given system will reduce into form of P, Q, and R, and then again same matrix method you need to apply. Split it into three matrices, find the value of x, and after finding the value of x, you will get the values of P, Q, and R. The last step what we need to do is we need to replace it and try to solve this example for homework. Just I am telling you the answers for this. The answer for this is you will get P is equal to 1 by 2. Next, Q is equal to 1 by 3, and r is equal to 1 by what? 5. Okay, 1 by 5. So on simplifying again, you will get x is equal to 2, y is equal to 3, and r is equal to, sorry, z is equal to 5. Okay, so this will be the final answers. X is equal to 2, 3, and 5. Okay, so already in the first example we discussed the verification. This we can substitute in one of the equation and check whether whatever the answers we have obtained are correct or no. Okay, whatever values we have obtained for x, y, and z are matching these equations or no. So that you can do as the final step. Okay, you can do it as a final step. Okay, so hope you have understood this procedure. Try to solve this example for homework. A very important example. Next, we will be discussing one more example, the last example on matrix method. Okay, the last example. So this is a verbal type. Mhm. Okay, so this is a verbal type question here now. A verbal type. That is the cost of a 4 kg onion, 3 kg wheat, and 2 kg rice is rupees 60. The cost of 2 kg onion, 4 kg wheat, and 6 kg rice is 90. The cost of 6 kg onion, 2 kg wheat, and 3 kg rice is 70. Find the cost of each item per kg by matrix method. Okay, so here again they have asked us to simplify by making use of what? By making use of a matrix method. Okay, by making use of matrix method. So first in this example, so again this we need to solve using matrix method. Okay, but first you need to form the equations. Okay, so to form the equations, you can see three quantities are given here. One is onion is given. Okay, so onion is given, and then wheat is given, and rice is given. Okay, so what I will do is, the first step what I will do is, let the cost, let the cost of uh, 1 kg, okay, 1 kg of what? Onion, next wheat, and what? Rice. Okay, b x, y, and z. Okay, b x, y, and z respectively. Okay, so we will be considering the cost of 1 kg of all these is what? X, y, and z. Okay, so see, when we read the first part of the sentence, okay, when we read the first part of the sentence, the sum is equal to, see, the sum of all these quantities, it is equal to what? 60. Okay, so ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹ್ಮ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಮ್ಮಿ ಅದು ಯಾವಾಗ್ರೆ ಅಂಗಡಿಗೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅವಾಗೆ ಸಿಂಪಲ್, ಇಫ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್, ಓಕೆ, ಇಫ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ sugar and salt. Okay, if you want to purchase sugar and salt, okay, suppose this is 10 rupees and this is 5 rupees. Okay, so when you want to purchase 10 kg of sugar and 5 kg of salt, simple what we do is, we multiply these two. So 10 into 10 it will be 100, and 5 into 5 it will be equal to 25. So you will be paying the total amount as what? 125 to the shopkeeper. Okay, so here instead of two items, here three items are given. So you have to multiply the number of kg with the cost of 1 kg and take their sum. Okay, so that is what we need to do. So here the first equation will be, see, 4 kg of onion, so 4 into x it will be, and then 3 kg of wheat, it will be 3 into y, and then 2 kg of rice, it will be 2 into r, which will be equal to 60. Okay, so either sum 60 ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Similarly, the cost of 2 kg onion, 4 kg wheat, and 6 kg rice. Okay, so 2 kg onion, next 3 kg wheat. Okay, and then 3 kg wheat, and this is Z, and then 6 kg of rice. Again, it will be equal to 90. Similarly, the cost of now last equation. See, here we have 6x plus what? 2y, and 3z is equal to 3z is equal to what? 70. Okay, so these are the three equations. So here formation of equations is important. Once you form the equation, again we have to apply the same procedure of matrix method. Same procedure. So already we have discussed the procedure. Okay, so using that procedure, you need to simplify it. So one example we have solved of substitution method for matrix method, and this is the second example on matrix method. So in the exercise 4.6, in the exercise 4.6, Some more verbal problems are given. 2 3 verbal problems are given in this exercise. So try to practice those examples also. ಅದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೊಂದ್ಸಲ ನೀವು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಹೌ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ 5 mark here. And sure, 95% of the time this question is asked for 5 marks. Okay, so every year it is been asked for 5 marks. So very important question agide. Next, after discussing the examples on matrix method, so now next we will be discussing some 2 mark and 3 mark questions which are occurring in determinants, and finally we will discuss a 4 mark question. Okay, a 4 mark question on determinants. Okay, so this chapter is fetching you 13 marks. Okay, the chapter is fetching you 13 marks. Now matrices discuss ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ, other the weightage 9 marks ade. So 13 plus 9 altogether you will be fetching 22 marks in these two chapters. Okay, and very easily you can score the marks. All 22 marks you can score. Each and every student can easily score 20 uh, uh, marks. At least 20 marks you can gain it. Even if you miss a 1 mark question, remaining questions are very easy. Mhm. Okay, participants, those who have Sita, mute, keep yourself mute and just try to listen. If there is any question and all, you can ask. You can put it in the chat box. I will be discussing it in the last few minutes of the class. Okay, so this is the question. Practice it, and the answer for this will be answer is already given here. So just take down the answer for this question also. Okay, so this is a 5 mark example. So the final answer for this is the cost value x will be equal to 5. Okay, simplify it and try to okay get the correct answer. Okay, and z will be equal to 8. Okay, so 588 is the answer. 5 8 and 8 is the answer. Okay, so we will be discussing now the next part, that is 2 mark and 3 mark question on determinants. Okay, so this is a 4 mark question which I will be discussing little bit later. Okay, I'll be discussing it later. This is a 4 mark question which will be occurring this year. This is a 4 mark question, and then we have first we will be covering the 2 mark 3 marks. Okay, so these 2 mark 3 mark simple questions we will be covering first, and then we will be discussing the 4 mark question at the end. Okay, so see, pay attention. So first we will be covering the 2 mark and 3 mark questions. Okay, pay attention here. So a simple 3 examples occur here. Every year 3 types of examples occur based on determinants in 2 mark section. So first one, and the first question which occurs for 2 marks every year is calculating the area of triangle. Okay, so the first example is on area of a triangle. Okay, area of triangle. Next, second is area of triangle will be given to you. Area of triangle is given. You have to find the value of k. Okay, find the value of k. This is the second type, and the third type is finding the equation, okay, of a line. Okay, finding the equation of the line. Okay, but for all the 3 examples we are using a similar formula. Okay, we are using the same formula. So we are using the same formula, that is area of triangle. So area of triangle is equal to 1 by 2. We are using the formula x1 y1 1, next x2 y2 1, x3 y3 and what 1. So this is the formula we are using to calculate area of triangle, area of triangle, and find the value of k. And equation of line, the same formula we are using it, but here we are writing it in the form of 1 by 2. Okay, 1 by 2. Here x1 y1 we are replacing it by x and y. Okay, we have to keep it as x and y, and then x1 y1, and then x2 y2 1 and 1. Okay, and we need to equate it to 0. So this is the formula for equation of line, and this is the formula to calculate area of a triangle. Okay, area of triangle. So we will be discussing these examples one by one. See, the first example over here. So only two formulas you need to remember. ಎರಡು ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ವಾಗೆ ಶೂರ್ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಬರ್ತೈತಿ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ತ್ರೀ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್. This example can be asked in three types. Either it will be asked as area of triangle, or area of triangle will be given, find the value of k, or the third one is equation of the line. Okay, equation of the line. So we will discuss the first one. The first one we will discuss. So first one is area of a triangle. Okay, area of triangle. So we discussed the formula now. Solution. So area of triangle is equal to, write down the formula first. Area of triangle is equal to 1 by 2 determinant of x1 y1 1, next x2 y2 1, and then x3 y3 and what 1. Okay, so here area is equal to, so 1 by 2, keep it as it is. So see, the three vertices of the triangle are given, so this you can consider a, and this you can consider it as a x1 y1, and this you can consider it as x2 y2, and this you can consider it as what, x3 y3. Okay, so here what we have to do is, in place of x1 y1, replace 1 0 1. Next, similarly x2 y2, it will be 6 0 1, and then it will be 4 3 and 1. Okay, so this will be equal to 1 by 2. Okay, 1 by 2 in bracket. So this will be plus, minus, and plus. So this will be 1 into, okay, 1 into 0 into 1 is 0, 3 into 1 is minus 3. Next, minus 0 into, okay, minus 0 into 6 into 1 is 6, 4 into 1 is minus 4, and then again plus 1 into, okay, plus 1 into, okay, 6 into 3, it will be 18, minus 0. Okay, so on simplifying this, 1 by 2, simplify the bracket, it will be minus 3. Okay, it will be minus 3. The first will be minus 3, and 0 into any number will be 0, so it will be plus 0. Okay, and then 1 into 18, it is equal to 18. So on simplifying it further, we get, okay, we will get it 1 by 2, which will be equal to 1 by 2, 18 minus 8 is 15. So the area will be 15 upon 2 square units. Okay, 15 upon 2 square units will be the area of this triangle. Okay, this is the first example on area of the triangle. Next, the second example we will discuss. I hope this is clear. A very easy example. Okay, and one more sum, you all try to practice by changing the coordinates. Change these coordinates and try to calculate the area of triangle. Okay, next, the second question now here. Find the value of k if the area of triangle is 4 units and the vertices are. Okay, so a similar question is given. Okay, but here the area of triangle is also given to you. Okay, area of triangle is also given to you. Okay, so here they are not asking the area of triangle. They are asking to calculate. Okay, they are asking to calculate. So just see, pay attention here. I will be discussing it. Saqib Ahmad. I will. Okay, I will be discussing. Okay, now see here. Find the area. Find the value of k if the area of triangle is 4 square units and the vertices are k0, 4, 0, and 0, 2. Okay, so here already the value of area is given. Okay, only you need to find out the k value now. So in the solution again, what we need to do here, same formula you will use. A is equal to the formula area of triangle is what, 1 by 2. Okay, 1 by 2, determinant of x1 y1 1, next x2 y2 1, and then x3 y3 and 1. Okay, so the same formula we need to use, but see, in place of area, replace it by 4. Okay, replace it by 4. So 4 is equal to 1 by 2. 4 is equal to 1 by 2. Okay, and see, the area, when we consider area, it can be both. We need to consider it as positive only, but when we want to find out the value of k, you consider it as both. Okay, it will be plus 4 also, it will be a minus 4. So two values, it can take a plus value or minus value, but when we calculate the area, always we need to keep the answer as a positive. So for there we are using the mod value, and when we want to calculate k value, you need to consider both the values. Okay, plus 4 as well as what, minus 4. So this will be equal to 1 by 2. Okay, 1 by 2 x1, see, it is k 0 and 1. Similarly 4 0 1, and then 0 2 and 1. Okay, so on simplifying further, so this 2 you can shift it to the LHS, so it will be plus or minus 8. Next, k into, okay, k into, so see, again assign the signs for the expansion of 3 cross 3 determinant. So it will be k into 0 into 1 is 0, 2 into minus 1, it will be minus 2, minus 0 into, okay, minus 0 into 4 into 1 is 4, minus 0, plus 1 into, okay, plus 1 into, again 4 2 is 8 and minus 0. So on simplifying this, we get minus 2k. See, again 0 into any number, 4 minus 0 is 0, 0 into any number, it will be 0. Similarly 1 into 8, it will be equal to 8. Okay, so here we are getting the equation in the form of, see, we are getting the equation in the form of plus or minus 8 is equal to minus 2k plus 8. Okay, plus or minus 8 is equal to minus 2k plus 8. And see, here we can take out 2 common. If you all want, you can take out 2 common and simplify, or you can do it directly also. Okay, so see, 2 is common, so when 2 is common, it will be minus k plus 8 plus 4. Okay, when we take out 2 common, it will be minus k plus 4. So this will be minus k plus 4. On simplifying, we get plus or minus 4 is equal to minus k plus 4. Okay, so what we need to do to find the values of k, once you have to take minus k plus 4 is equal to positive 4, and once you need to take or, okay, or we need to take minus k plus 4 is equal to minus 4. It will be equal to minus 4. So once you take the positive value, and once we will be taking the negative value. Okay, this negative value is here, the negative value you have to take minus 4. Okay, so on simplifying, see, minus k will be equal to 0, or k will be equal to 0, or minus k will be equal to minus 8, or k will be equal to 8. So we are getting two values of k. One is k is equal to 8 and k is equal to 0. Okay, so another, this type of example also will be asked for 2 marks. Then the last question, which may occur for 2 marks here. Okay, so we'll be discussing the last type. So see here, we had to find the value of k. Same procedure, but here you have to consider both the positive as well as negative value. So you will be getting two values of k equal to 0 or k is equal to 8. So this vertex will be 0 comma 0, or it can be 8 comma 0. Next. So next question, the last type in this part, that is find the equation of the line 1 comma 2 and 3 comma 6 using determinants. Okay, using determinants. Okay, so here we know the formula, just we discussed the formula. for equation of line. Okay, so equation of line, the formula is equation, okay, of a line. Okay, the same formula we are using, but it is equal to what's 1 by 2 x y and 1, next x1 y1 1, and then x2 y2 1. Okay, so for finding the equation of line, only we require two coordinates. Okay, we require two coordinates, and we are equating it to 0 to find out the equation of the line. Okay, to find out the equation of the line, since we are considering these 3 points are present on the, since the 3 points, which 3 points, the point A, what is given, so the point A is given here, next the point B is also given here. Okay, and one more point we have considered, that is x comma y. So these all 3 points are on the same line. Okay, since they are on the same line, these 3 points will be collinear points. Okay, these will be collinear points. Okay, so whenever the 3 points what we consider are on the same straight line, okay, are on the same straight line, the area of triangle will be equal to 0. So to find out the equation of the line, we consider uh, the area of triangle is equal to 0. So we will be substituting the points. So 1 by 2 into 0, it will be equal to 0. So no need of simplifying 1 by 2. Directly see this 1 by 2, if we shift it to the RHS, it will be 0. So directly we can only find out the determinant now. So see xy, keep it as it is, xy1, and then no, x1 y1 is 1 comma 2 1, and then it is 3 comma 6 and 1 equal to what, 0. This will be plus minus plus, again expand it. So x into x into 2 minus 6, okay, minus y into 1 minus 3, and then plus 1 into 6 minus 6, which is equal to 0. So on simplifying, we get, okay, on simplifying we get 2 minus 6 is minus 4, so it will be minus 4x. 1 minus 3 is minus 2, minus into minus, it will be plus 2y, and then 6 minus 6, it is 0. So this will be equal to 0. Or we can take out, so we can write the equation in terms of y, 2y is equal to 4x, or y is equal to 2x. Okay, so y is equal to 2x is the equation of the straight line. Okay, so simple. So all the three examples we have discussed are based on the same formula. Okay, same formula, that is area of a triangle. Okay, area of triangle. And then finally now we will be discussing a 4 mark question. Okay, we will be discussing a 4 mark question on this. Okay, so see, pay attention further. So the last question here. So in the chat box, okay, now y is equal to 2x. Okay, I already explained you why it is 0. Okay, why we need to consider 0. Okay, so now the next one, pay attention. So the last part, the last question in determinants, a 4 mark question. And this question is occurring from last 2 years. This question they are asking. Last year a question has been asked on this. And even in this year model paper, the question is given. Okay. The question is given here. So for a 4 mark question, see, pay attention here. So this will be the last example for today's class. So pay attention and try to understand. See, for the matrix A equal to 1 1 1, 1 2 minus 3 2 minus 1 3, we need to show that. Okay, we need to show that a square minus 6a square plus 11i is equal to 0, and after showing this we need to find out the A inverse using the equation. Okay, so see here the question is, it is not using matrix method or neither using the formula. Okay, so we need not use the formula of A inverse here. So we already know A inverse formula. What is A inverse formula? We know A inverse formula is what? 1 upon determinant of A into what? Adjoint of A. Okay, so this formula we know, but in this particular example, for this 4 mark question, we need not use this formula. Okay, without using the formula, we have to calculate A inverse. Okay, and see, strictly they have said find A inverse using the equation. Okay, using the equation. So whatever this equation is given, okay, the equation use made A inverse find out ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಇಲ್ಲಿ. Okay, so ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ A inverse formula use ಮಾಡಕ್ ಬರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. So you need not use this. If you write solving, if you use this and find A inverse, then you will lose your 4 marks. Okay, so here strictly they have mentioned find A inverse using the equation. Okay, using the equation we need to calculate the value of what? A inverse. Okay, we need to calculate the value of A inverse. So pay attention. Try to understand how to do it. So see, this part I am not explaining you because this part already you know how to make it equal to 0. Okay, how to prove it is equal to 0. Okay, how it is equal to 0. There is little change in the question. This must be A cube. The question here, it must be A cube. Okay, A cube minus 6A square plus 11I is equal to 0. Okay, the question is A cube minus 6A square plus 11I is equal to 0. So I am solving a little lengthy example, and easier example I will give it for homework. Okay, easier example which has occurred last year, that I am giving you for homework, and the example which I am solving now, the chances are there to occur in 2023 final. Okay, so 2022 example I will give you. Okay, 2023 chances are there for this question. So see, pay attention, try to understand. So solution. So in the solution, first what we have to do is we need to show this is equal to 0. Okay, this equation A cube minus what? 6A square plus 11I is equal to 0. And you know already how to do it in matrices. We have discussed this. First we have to find A square, and then we have to find the value of what? A cube. We have to find the value of A cube. Okay, so here I am directly writing the values for you. See, A cube we need to find, and then we have to find what? A square. So you showing it is equal to 0, you do it for homework. Okay, do it for homework. So A cube, the value for A cube is 871. Okay, and then minus 23, 27 and minus 69, and then we have 32 minus 13. Okay, and 58. Okay, 58 is the value of A cube. And A square value is 421. 421. Next we have minus 3, 8 and minus 14, and 7 minus 3 and plus 14. 7 minus 3 and plus 14. So using this you show it equal to 0. Okay, so this part you can do. So here we are interested how to calculate A inverse using the equation. Okay, so this method we will try to understand. Okay, so first step is you have to show it is equal to 0 using matrices, multiplication of matrices. Now see how to calculate the inverse. Okay, so before going to this discussion, we need to remember three simple formulas. A into A inverse is always equal to I. Okay, A into A inverse or A inverse into A. Okay, both the same values you will get. That is, the product of inverse and a matrix will always be equal to I. Similarly, pay attention here. A into I or I into A. will be equal to A, or A inverse into I, or I into A inverse will be equal to A inverse. Okay, so these three simple formulas you need to remember. The first formula is the product of A inverse into A. Next, second is you are multiplying the matrix with identity matrix. So whenever you multiply any matrix with identity matrix, you will get the same matrix. Okay, you will get same matrix. It's just like multiplying 3 into 1. 3 into 1 is equal to 3. 4 into 1 it is equal to 4. So this, when you are multiplying any number with 1, we are getting the same number. Same way the equation 2 and what? Equation 3. So when you multiply any matrix with identity matrix, always the answer will be A. Okay, and the first formula is A inverse into A is equal to A into A inverse, which is equal to identity matrix. So whenever you are multiplying, see, it's just like multiplying 2 by 3 into what? 1 by 3 by 2. So when you multiply a number with its inverse, the answer will be 1. Okay, so when you multiply a matrix with its inverse, always the answer will be identity matrix. So using these three formulas, we need to simplify it. Pay attention. Okay, so we need to remember these three formulas. Okay, so these three formulas I will be using to solve the example. Okay, A into A inverse is equal to I into A, or A into I is equal to I into A inverse is equal to A inverse. Okay, so this is a 4-mark question which is occurring, which has occurred last year, and this year also in the model paper, and the same question is been given. Okay, so the first step what we need to do here is, okay, the first step we need to do is we need to multiply. We want A inverse, so we have to multiply. Okay, multiply each term, multiply each term by what? A inverse. Okay, so multiply both the sides by what? A inverse. So see, A cube is there, so A will be repeating how many times? 3 times. Okay, A cube simple. Okay, and you need to multiply it by A inverse. Minus 6 into A square is there, multiply A into A, multiply it by A inverse, and then see 11I, it is 11I plus 11I, yes, so plus 11I plus 11I, okay, plus 11I into A inverse. Okay, and 0 matrix into A inverse, it will be equal to 0. Okay, so this is what we have got. Next, on simplifying further, see, pay attention. So here, out of the 3 A's, I'll write A square as it is, and see, A into A inverse, the product of A into A inverse using this formula, it will be equal to what? I. Okay, the product of A and A inverse, it will be equal to I. A into A square, I'll keep it as it is, minus 6A I will write as it is, and see, again the product of A into A inverse, it will be equal to I, and then plus, see, 11I into A inverse, I into any matrix will be the same matrix, so it will be equal to what? A inverse, which is equal to 0. Okay, which is equal to 0. Next, one more step we need to do here. Okay, the step is A square into I. See, A square into I, again it will be equal to A square. 6A into I, we discussed the second formula. A into I is again equal to I, and 11A inverse will remain as it is, which is equal to 0. Or see, from this equation, 11A inverse, we need to keep it as it is. So simplify. So see, when we shift A square on the other side, okay, when we shift A square on the other side, sorry, one mistake we have made here. So simple. So see here, this A into I will be equal to A. A into I will be equal to A here. So just try to understand once again all these. So first we are writing A cube as what? A into A into A square, A into A inverse, and then I we are multiplying by A inverse. So here, see, we need to make a group of A and A inverse, it will be equal to I. A into A, it will be equal to A square. Similarly, A you keep as it is, A into A inverse, it will be I, and this is what we are getting. On simplifying, A square into I, any matrix with identity matrix, it will be itself. So a square into I, it will be a square. A into I, it will be equal to a, and 11 into a inverse, again it will be 11 a inverse. Okay. Rest we need to write down now the equation for a inverse. So this will be equal to, see, this will be equal to 6a is negative. I'll shift it to the RHS. So it will be plus 6a, and then it will be minus a square. Okay, minus a square. Okay. So already while solving this equation, we will be having the value of a square. Okay, and a value is already given to us. So we need to substitute in the equation. So when we substitute this, see, 11a inverse will be equal to 11a inverse will be equal to 6 into a. Okay, will be equal to 6 into a. Okay, 6 into a minus a square. So we have to substitute these values. Okay, substitute these values in this equation, that is a value and a square value. A value and a square value, we need to substitute it here. So on substituting this and simplifying, so see, a inverse will be equal to 1 minute. The last step what we need to do here is, so this 11 you shift it to the RHS. Okay, so the last step what we need to do here is 1 upon 11. Okay, 1 upon 11 into 6a minus a square. Okay, so using matrices, we need to simplify these two, and we have to divide it by 11. Okay, so this is the procedure to calculate a inverse. Okay, and this is how we can calculate a inverse. Okay, so last step you do it for homework. A square already I have given, a you already know. Substitute it and find the final answer. Okay, find the final answer. Okay, so this is a 4-mark question on matrix method. So here these three formulas are helping us to find out the values. Okay, to find out the values. One more similar question, you will take it for homework, and then we will stop. Okay, so see here, there is a little a mistake with this. The procedure is same, but see, you will try to solve the same example using this equation also. A cube minus 6a square. Okay, 6a square plus 5a plus 11i. Okay, so you all try to solve the example using this equation. You will get the correct answer for a inverse. Okay, so this is already solved in your book. Just go through this in the textbook, in the NCERT book. Now take down the second question. This question has occurred in the model paper. So simple. So second one. So see, take down it for homework. So A is equal to 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, 2 cross 2 matrix is given, and they are saying it satisfies a square minus 4a plus I equal to 0. So using this equation, we need to calculate A inverse. Okay, find A inverse. Okay, so you need to apply the same procedure here and solve it and calculate the A inverse. So this example, you all solve it for homework. So this is a 4-mark question on determinants. Okay, if any doubts are there, in the next class we will discuss on A inverse. Okay, and now in the chat box. Okay, Nikita, are you there? Nikita. Okay, this question was given to you as homework. A dash is equal to 3, 4 minus 1, 2, 0, 1. B is equal to, then verify that. Simple first, find out A dash. Okay, A dash is given, find A. And B is given. So in the LHS, what they ask, A plus B whole dash is equal to A dash plus B dash. That is transpose of A plus B is equal to A dash plus what? B dash. Okay. So, what doubt you have here? Nikita, if you are present, what doubt is there? You can ask. Addition. Okay, okay. So, see, just I will explain you the addition. 1 minute over here. Pay attention. 1 minute. I'll explain you the addition, and then we will stop the class. Those Okay, Nikita only has a doubt. Rest of you can log out and try those homework examples. Okay, you can try those homework examples. Okay, and those who have the same doubt, you can just pay attention here. Okay, 1 minute. You can pay attention on this question. 3 4 minus 1 2 0 1. Okay, so see matrix A is 3 4 1 2 0. Okay, 3 4 1 2 0. 1 minute. So we'll try and take the matrix. 3 4 minus 1 2 0 1. So this is minus 1 2 minus 1 2 and 1, and then see matrix B is minus 1 2 1 and 1 2 3. Okay, so this is the given matrix. So see, this A dash is given. So in the solution, first what you have to do, you have to write A. So A will be equal to what? 3 minus 1 and 0. Then 4 4 2 and what? 1. And matrix B is also given. So matrix B is minus 1 2 and what? 1 1 2 and 3. Okay, so now see, you can add or subtract only when the orders are same. So here the order is 2 cross 3. Here also the order is 2 cross 3. So first you have to add A plus B. Just you have to add the corresponding elements. So corresponding elements, 3 minus 1. 3 minus 1, it will be 2. Minus 1 minus 2, it will be plus 1. And then 0 plus 1, it is equal to 0. Similarly, 4 plus 1. Okay, 4 plus 1, it will be equal to 5. And then 2 plus 2, it is equal to 4. And 5 plus 1, it is equal to 6. And they have asked us to calculate A into B transpose. So convert this into transpose. It will be 2 1 1 5 4 and 6. Okay, hope the doubt is clear. Nikita, the doubt is clear. Okay, so this is how we can add it. Yes. Okay, so we will stop here. So in the next class we will be starting with a new chapter. So till now we have covered 22 marks. Okay, so remaining in the next class we will be starting with some a new chapter over here. Okay, so we'll stop here. Bye.